Day number 5 of the 90 days motivational video challenge, and today's message is do not be afraid to fail. If I was going to write a book, I think my first book would be on failure, and I may call it The Hidden Value in Failure. I don't know if that's a good title, but we'll leave that for later actually. So I just want to talk about failure today because all through our lives we've been told to always chase success. We've been told to always go out there and succeed, that failure is unacceptable. Sometimes we get even shamed for failing. They put us on the podium and they call us the last 5 of the class, the last 6 of the class, the last 10. And though it was intended to sort of encourage us to do better, but I think what it did most was to actually instill fear in us to take chances. We are scared of taking chances because we are afraid that we are going to fail. And this fear of failure is just because we value what other people will say about us failing. We value what other people will think about us. We already start having conversations within our head and convincing ourselves that if I fail at this, people are going to say this. If I fail at this, this is going to happen. Whereas no one is even looking at you. No one is looking at you like that. The perception that you may have about yourself, of other people's opinion, may not be true. And so the failure literally starts within our mind. And it's something that has been inbred into us through our educational system. We do not encourage failure. We always punish people for failing, and in doing so we prevent them from actually expressing themselves, from actually trying out new things. So I think it's time we start changing the conversations we have about failure and start changing our relationship with failure. When you set out to do something and it does not work out, it's an opportunity for you to take a new step to a new outcome. It's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to learn what does not work. It's an opportunity for you to come up with something new, an opportunity for you to be creative. So failure is very, very important in anyone's life. And I believe that success literally borrows its meaning from failure. The only reason why we call it success is because we've discarded everything that does not work, which is what we call failure. So if success was a trophy, the staircase will be failure. So when you meet with failure in life, do not personalize it. Don't think that you are a failure because what you set out to do did not work as you did. Don't think that you are a failure because your plans didn't go as you expected. There are a lot of variables that are in play, that are always in play. And so sometimes you may be failing because God is trying to redirect you to a path which is much better for you, to a path that would lead you to where you are trying to go. I think all of us have heard of Thomas Edison, who failed more than 999 times before he discovered the electric bulb. That's a lot of times to fail, and that's a lot of ways that did not work. But eventually he got there. So our relationship with failure should change. Our conversation about failure should change. You gave yourself the crown with nobody's permission. So you should be able to accept your failure without anybody's opinion. When you fail, it's an opportunity for you to learn why that thing did not work, learn how you can make it better, learn new paths to achieve that goal. So start changing your conversation about your failures today, and don't let it hold you back. Don't sit back thinking that, people are going to have this negative impression about you, because that is literally what keeps us stuck for the most part. That is our reservations about failure, that people are going to see me in this light, that I'm a failure, that I cannot do anything. When you start having such conversations with yourself, you are actually limiting your own self. The only way you find out what works is to actually fail continuously. Keep failing, keep trying, keep going out there, keep putting yourself out there until you find out what works. You will never know what works if you have not failed. And every successful business person, every person who seems to be thriving today is thriving on the back of those who have failed. So the failure is the foundation. It is a foundation, it's a must, it is part of the curriculum. No child is born today and that same minute he just started walking. No, he will try. At times he will try and crawl and he will fall. And then again, keep trying until the day where he eventually walks and runs to his mother. Then we are happy that the child has taken the first steps. So you have to have that childlike attitude about your goals, about your dreams. Keep failing, keep trying, finding out new ways to do it. If it means holding the chair for you to get some support, hold the chair. If it means meeting one or two people to find out how to do it, meet people. But just don't personalize that failure. Don't personalize it. Everybody fails. Don't let social media fool you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody make you feel less of yourself, because those failures are the experiences, and you will be able to tell a better story. You'll be able to guide people in the future based on all those failures that you've, I would say, accomplished in your life. The more you fail, the more experienced you become. So embrace your failures and live a life that is fearless. I wish you all the very best, and I wish you a blessed weekend. Not weekend. I wish you a blessed week. Bye-bye.